Okay. Who's watching? Which one of you's watching Witcher Blood Origin? That's the one I was telling you about that wasn't even related to The Witcher that they just like rebranded. Which one of you's watching that? Don't do that. Where's Velma on here also?
It didn't come out yet. It's from December.
It's December to January. Oh, January 1st. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Nielsen's like a month behind on all of their ratings.
Well, that's how data accumulation
Anyway,
works. All right, tell us the thing.
So they released.
Or send it to me so I can put it on the
No, I
screen.
got it. It's just a list. I don't have.
But I want to put it up there so they can see it.
I will read it to you. Max, please.
All right,
stop
go. Say your words.
So, the Nielsen released their top 15 most streamed movies. Their top 10 most streamed shows by watch minutes total in the year of 2022. I will read them out to you now, and if we have thoughts, we will say them. That's how this works. It's a podcast. Number 15 was Uncharted.
That seems wrong, but okay.
A movie that came out in 2018. Frozen 2.
Weird.
At 14, 13, Eternals.
Weirder.
12 is Coco. 11 Zootopia.
Okay.
10, The Gray Man on Netflix. 9 is Luca. 8 is Frozen 1. 7 is Don't Look Up from Netflix. 6 was Hocus Pocus 2. 5 was The Adam Project. 4 was Moana. 3 was Sing 2. 2 was Turning Red. And 1 was Encanto.
Wow, did like no movies come out this year? Why was everything streamed like 3 years old?
I'm not shocked by 1 through 3. Encanto, Turning Red, and Sing 2.
Encanto blew up on TikTok.
Encanto was huge. Well, Encanto, Turning Red, and Sing 2 were all huge on their streaming providers the whole year. Adam Project was the biggest Netflix film.
Was it ever? Or did, like,
I think so, ever. Disney Plus, people tend to watch like the same 8
the same
movies
like 5
over and
things.
over again is like babysitting, which is why Moana, Frozen, Luca, Zootopia.
Those are just like their
Coco,
most recent movies.
Because people just watch
Yeah,
them.
they just be like babysitting.
Eternals is the most watched Marvel movie, which is interesting. Because
But it's by watch minutes, right?
I think so.
Eternals is just like really long.
I think that's a factor, but I also think that was the least amount of people saw in the theater.
Yeah, that too.
And so a lot of people waited to go watch that on streaming.
So out of all the Marvel movies that came out, it was the longest and it was the least viewed in theaters.
Yeah.
I think that combination makes perfect sense.
And then Uncharted at 15.
That's just weird.
It was on Netflix like about most of the year,
I feel like that's another case of people didn't want to see it in theaters but still wanted to check it out. Like they
they would watch it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Also, watch minutes means
minutes watched.
they didn't finish the whole thing.
Yeah, they just watched that many minutes
of it, and then some of them.
So that might have been like a million people watching 10 minutes of it. You know, that doesn't mean that they all watched the whole thing.
Yeah, Max. Maybe
sure, Max. Yeah, why?
1/8 of the worldwide population has accidentally clicked on the movie Uncharted.
Max, I don't think a billion people even own Netflix.
They don't. No, they
don't.
Yeah,
let me spawn a billion people.
Max, I can tell you right now, they do not.
Okay. Next.
Yes,
anyway, what are you doing?
What's the next one?
Other interesting things I think to see here. One, Disney Plus has most of these, which I think is interesting.
But also, most of them are like kids programming.
Well,
primarily.
If you look at it, and we'll get to shows in a second, but Netflix leads the pack 100% with shows that people are watching on streaming.
Yeah, because that's where the adults are going to watch shows.
But Disney Plus leads a lot of the stuff in the movies people are watching, even with like not quite kiddie stuff like Hocus Pocus 2 or Eternals, which I think is interesting.
But I feel like Hocus Pocus 2 was just because like Halloween happened.
Also, Hocus Pocus 2, number 6, most watched movie of the year. It came out 2 months ago. That should have been in theaters.
It should have been in theaters, and it was like a big Halloween thing. It was like the only big Halloween movie that came out.
That's okay. Yeah. So
like there were some horror movies that came out. Well, that was the only like Halloween. Well, there was Halloween Ends, but
I just think that's interesting what people are watching.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll get to most viewed shows. These I actually have the numbers for.
Sweet.
So the key thing with shows is that it's not, if it had a new season this year,
it didn't count.
It is counting, but it's also counting like people who watched the previous season.
Oh, so it's like adding to it.
If people went back, so for Stranger Things, the new season came out this year.
The total minutes for this year.
But if people went back and watched seasons 1 through 3, that's also counting.
So it's just counting the whole show minutes watched. Okay, that makes sense.
So Heads Up, there's 15.
Heads Up.
12 of them are from Netflix. Oh wait, no, 11 of them are from Netflix. 3 are from Disney Plus.
Oh, this is where we were watching that Amish, the Amish trailer.
Okay, you're supposed to ignore this. You're not. We gotta
Max,
move.
shut up.
Please stop.
Okay, go say it. Say
Okay.
things.
The Simpsons was number 15.
That's...
Oh wait, this is streaming programs.
Yeah, that's the same
So there's
thing.
one movie in here, which is so.
Okay, sure.
technically
Who
14
cares?
shows.
Keep going.
The Simpsons was number 15.
Makes sense.
On Disney Plus with 667 episodes available to stream.
That makes sense. Yeah.
15.9 billion minutes viewed.
Okay, we don't need the whole stats.
Cobra
Just-
Kai
yeah.
was number 14, obviously on Netflix.
I could
50
believe that,
episodes,
yeah.
16.7 billion minutes.
Okay, just say the minutes. We don't need to know how many episodes.
Heartland on Netflix, 18 billion minutes.
I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is.
225 available episodes
What
to
is
stream.
what is that?
It's probably like a reality show. It is a drama.
It's a what?
It is a drama series from the CW.
Oh, wait, is it the one where the witches fight
No,
the
it's
government?
about a horse girl.
Okay, never mind. I don't care. All right, next.
It's a Canadian show. It's one of those drama that's been airing for 20 years.
Oh, it's like a okay.
Okay. Wednesday, number 12, 8 episodes, 18.6 billion minutes viewed.
I'm very surprised that that's not higher.
To be fair,
Wednesday.
it was out for like a month.
That's true. It wasn't out for very long.
So to be number 12 for the whole year within about a month and a half,
Pretty good.
pretty good with 8 episodes available.
Yeah.
So
So people watch those episodes a lot.
Cobra Kai had 2 seasons drop last year for 20 episodes, and Wednesday was still watched more.
Well, that makes sense.
They did 4 and 5.
Yes. Yeah, 4 and 5.
Which I finally watched season 5, by the way.
Oh, I don't actually. I think I didn't finish like 2 episodes.
Over the
of it.
Shark. Anyway, Supernatural, number 11 with 18.8.
Yeah,
billion
that's one of those
minutes
shows that like a lot of
That's
people
just
binge.
one of the ones where people are just there's so many episodes they're just constantly watching it.
No, it's like a bunch of like white girls who like get bored and then like, watch
and
like 15
it
episodes
takes
while they're doing their
95
homework.
years to get through, so they might as well start now.
Yeah. Thanks, Max. All right, next.
Seinfeld, number 10.
Makes sense.
19.3 billion minutes viewed. Definitely, maybe worth that $500 million they paid for it for Netflix.
Perhaps.
Gilmore Girls, number 9, 20.8
That's
billion
weird.
minutes. So more people are watching Gilmore Girls than Seinfeld. So
That's hard to believe.
that should play into their
I feel
financial.
like Seinfeld appeals to a larger audience. Anyway, continue.
Bluey on Disney Plus, 21.1 billion minutes viewed.
That makes
The
lot of
ultimate
sense.
babysitting tool.
It's the
used by
ultimate
people
babysitting
internationally.
tool, and for some reason, it blew up on TikTok, and like 1 billion adults watched it for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the show for actual toddlers.
You know why it was created?
For toddlers?
It was the Australian response to Peppa Pig.
Yeah, I can see that.
They thought that they like should create a program that was like for that demographic that would also like draw in interest in Australia. And so they did, and that's what that is. So guys, if you're watching Bluey, it exists because of Peppa Pig.
Oh, it's me, Bluey. I'm really loud and obnoxious. Blah, 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 blah. And the dad goes, "Oh, Bluey, I've got to play along with you.
Max? Did you watch Bluey?
Game."
Yeah, that's something. Anyway, Criminal Minds, number 7. It's technically available on various streamers, but
yeah, that's another one of those things. That
but
people
mostly
just watch
Netflix.
a lot.
24.9 billion minutes viewed. Number 6. These are the 2 perennial teenage girl binge watches, by the
Yeah.
way. Number 6 and number 7, because number 6 is Grey's Anatomy on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
26.8 billion minutes viewed. Oh my gosh, are these shows meant for old people being watched by so many teenagers? It's kind of amazing. Is
Blue's Anatomy.
that where Bluey runs a hospital?
What would be a more interesting show? Blue's Anatomy, where Bluey runs a hospital, or Hill Street Blues Clues, where Blues Clues is a police detective?
I would watch 100 episodes of Hill Street Blues Clues.
Yeah, me too.
Colors.
That's the bloody murder knife.
Why are you holding a knife?
Homicide.
He's urinating on the crime scene. Did you see that got like a movie?
You just got stabbed. You just got stabbed.
Wonder who it's from. That's why we're here.
Like some guy says that like into a crime scene. He sings that song
And then, like, we're the
to the
detectives.
dead body. Like,
All right, number 5, our only movie on the list, Encanto, with
a billion million
on
hours.
Disney Plus, 27.4 billion minutes viewed of the movie Encanto.
Yeah, that makes sense. This movie absolutely exploded.
Which is about the length of 2 episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
I guarantee you that like a lot of the people that were watching were just going back to the songs to play the song over and over
for
again.
their kid and just rewinding and rewinding
Yeah.
and rewinding. Number 4 was Ozark on Netflix, which aired its final season this year.
Makes
31.3
sense.
billion minutes viewed. Coco Melon, the real ultimate babysitter, at number 3 on Netflix, 37.8 billion minutes viewed.
Yeah, that one makes a lot of
That show's
sense.
alright.
And
I
then-
watch it sometimes.
It's my comfort show.
It's Max's comfort show.
When he goes,
When the melon goes boing, boing, boing across the screen for like 5 hours.
I just sit there like this.
I love that show.
So, and then the perennial procedural NCIS on Netflix, 350.
Whoa. Hang on.
356 available episodes, 38.1 billion minutes viewed.
Who's going back to watch NCIS episodes?
Sam. Old people.
No. But like, okay,
Old people.
on cable, I get it. Because like a random episode just comes on. Who's following the story of NCIS?
Old people.
Okay,
It's not a criticism. They can like what they like. I have no problem with them watching NCIS, but you're asking who is watching it, and it's only people under 50.
no,
I'm
but
over 50.
I'm talking about like which one of those people is like actually following. Like why? I was under the impression each each episode was like its own self-contained mystery.
They are.
So then why would you binge watch the show in order?
No, the characters are.
Like, the characters have interpersonal, like, drama.
But like what's the point in like watching them in
Like,
order?
Becky has broken up with Danny, and now he's dating Denise. Like, that's the ongoing storylines.
Like,
The actual, like, Jimmy's been murdered. That's just like, that's new every episode.
Like week-to-week
my
drama.
daughter
Yeah.
got addicted.
Yeah. We gotta find her drug
And I
dealer.
broke up with my husband. Actually, in love with.
Yeah.
Now I'm marrying.
Those
my
are the
boss.
storylines that carry on for 356. All right.
Okay, Max, cool.
No one would ever know because they're the same.
I watched
And then the number 1 most watched streaming program by far, Stranger Things on Netflix. 34 available episodes, 52 billion minutes viewed. That's like 12 more than the second closest one. I know it's 14,
Eddie.
by the way. Max misses Eddie.
What was that song?
14.
What was that
I
song
know
that they made where like about Eddie?
What?
Do you know what was the song? What was the song, Max? You know the song. It was on TikTok. How did it go? It was like okay, someone like actually genuinely
I
made
know.
like
I know.
like a memorial song for this guy as if he was like actually a living person who died. Max is pulling it up. Max is getting the facts and figures ready.
Anyway. So, that's interesting.
This
Is this gonna get copy?
no, it's like someone made it up on TikTok. This is real. Someone like actually.
This should be our new theme song.
And they made a whole like it's a whole song.
Should I put that over the intro music today? And
Yeah.
people have to listen this far to know.
They'll be like,
why.
why is it this?
Remember Eddie died and passed away. And people were like, I'm like, guys,
One of them-
One's a
one of
real
them's
guy.
a real human person.
One of them's
had, like, a
actually
wife
dead.
and a father and a
Eddie,
mother
the
and
guy who
friends.
plays Eddie, will be in other things.
Anyway,
Or I guess you could say he'll be in Stranger Things.
I was gonna make a point, but I can't.